Welcome back to CryptosRus. I'm George. We're all George. So, happy Friday. Welcome to another market open stream. Market bell is about to ring. And Bitcoin is flushing out panic sellers right now. I think there's a lot of fear, a lot of FUD. So, let's address it. And let's address Bitcoin repeating same pattern from previous cycles. Let's do this. Welcome, 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 guys. Good morning. U.S. market looks like it wants to open in the green. Today will end up closing in the green. Don't know. It's been wishy-washy. But one of the breaking news from today is this. It seems like the replacement for Twitter has been found. Current executive chair for the World Economic Forum and was a chairman of advertising at NBC Universal. And so far, the polls show that people do not like this pick as a successor to Elon being the CEO of Twitter. I don't know. I don't know if this is just rumorville or what. We don't know at this point, but we do know it's a woman because Elon already confirmed that. So we will see. I guess that's kind of breaking news. Jack Dorsey's Blue Sky, which is a decentralized version of Twitter, is starting to gain some steam. Supposedly, I mean, this is according to app downloads, but still the users are far off from Twitter, right? It's kind of weird that Jack decided, Jack and Elon seemed to be friends before, and now he just made a new version and competing head on with Elon rather than help him change Twitter, which was Elon's plan before. But anyways, you know what? Decentralization, that's good. It's good. So we're starting off with that. I've been talking a lot about the debt ceiling. That has not changed. Debt ceiling is still a big issue. Okay, and we got about 2 weeks. 2 weeks to figure it out. Our Congress, he has to decide whether or not to vote to increase the debt ceiling or not. And that worry will continue to be a ceiling, I believe, for the markets. So this week overall has not been good. Has not been good for Bitcoin either. Has not been good for crypto. Not good for meme coins. I think everyone's just really worried about this debt ceiling. That's what it comes down to. That is the big narrative now. Like, are we gonna get past it, or are we gonna face the first default in U.S. history, and Armageddon will pursue? That's what everyone's worried about. But right now, moving back to Bitcoin, you can see a lot more long liquidations recently because Bitcoin did fall from 28 down to where we are now, about 27. And you can see we had, I don't know, like another 100 million longs liquidated. It's just painful. It's painful to be a leveraged trader. You just don't know sometimes, right? A lot of leveraged traders, they win here and there, but then there's a whole bunch more that's losing here and there. So a lot of longs being liquidated, unfortunately. That's not what we want to see. We want to see the reds, the shorts get liquidated, but right now there's more longs being liquidated. And there are a lot of analysts now saying that Bitcoin is going to fall to 25K. Like it has to, right? Whenever I see these kind of predictions, I'm like, it could come true, or it may not come true. But there are a lot of people now saying, well, Bitcoin needs to hit 25K. And once it does, then it's ready to make the next leg up, right? So if that's true, fantastic. I don't know about these kind of predictions. There are a lot of predictions like it has to do this before doing this. You know what? I think the market will dictate how it moves, basically. But, this is not the first person to have said this. And this is what it could look like, right? Basically, if we do head back down to 25K, it's a little bit of manipulation. Basically, it's flushing out the panic sellers, which I know a lot of people have been panic selling recently, right? So it's basically like a method almost like the Wyckoff method to basically manipulate and scare out people, get them to panic sell, and then boom, making the next leg up, right? So that's the whole purpose, in case you're wondering why these theories exist. And also there's certain levels, and of course, you know, Fibonacci levels and moving averages and stuff like that, right? But speaking of moving averages, look at this one, the 200 moving average. This is on the weekly scale. And this is the one that's really important. Really important. This shows that Bitcoin is repeating previous cycles. Look at it, 2015, 2019, even the 2020 COVID crash. Utilize 200 EMA as a fundamental base, as a support, the ultimate support. Even though Bitcoin has crashed through it before, right? It happened in 2020. We were just below for a while since 2020, since the beginning of 2023, or no, since the beginning of 2022, excuse me, we were below it, right? But you could see that it's a pretty good resistance, and Bitcoin tends to bounce off of it quite a lot, especially from bottom. And you could see in 2015, we kind of hovered on that line for many, many months. Same thing in 2019, 2018, 2019. Yes, we recovered, but we came right back down, bounced off of it, and basically, you know, barely above it for months. In 2020, it happened for several weeks, although that was just like a, you know, a panic drop, basically. And then, you know, right now, we have broken above it, and now we're retesting it. So, again, if we're following previous patterns, this is a good thing. Retesting, right? This is right around the 25, 26 mark. And if so, then we will be finally ready to move, right? So overall, Bitcoin goes through many phases, many cycles, right? And even though the scenario of every cycle is a little bit different because of macro factors, external factors, regulations, whatever it may be, right? But Bitcoin continues to move on its path forward because the fundamentals continue to grow better and better and better each and every year. The number of holders, number of addresses, the hash rate, everything just keeps going up and up and up and up. This is interesting. I don't know which whale this is. This whale decided to make some really good calls. So you could see right around 17,000 Bitcoin. This was back in December of 2022. This whale loaded up. One purchase is 280 Bitcoin, 680 Bitcoin, then 1,000 Bitcoin, right? Then loaded up a little bit more, 1,300 Bitcoin right at 20,000. Decided to take some profit at 30,000, okay? Sold 531, 779, but didn't sell all because, you know, sometimes you just want to replenish a little bit. You need to get some cash on hand in case there's a rainy day, right? And then, you know, decide to buy some more. So you could see that recently, you could see right on top, another 800 purchase, or 867 at 26,000, right? Right around where we are, and then 330 at 27,000, right? So this is important. This is an important lesson. Basically, you know, if you're in the green, it's never a bad idea to take some profit, right? Get that cash pile. Like I said, 20, 25, 30% cash on the side. So in case there's another dip or a rainy day, or you just want to continue DCA, you're able to do so, right? So even on a large scale, this whale that has thousands of Bitcoins is following the same pattern. Doesn't matter how many Bitcoins you have or how rich you have, the strategy remains the same. Just make sure you continue to DCA. And also buy low, sell high. Not buy high and sell low, right? So any of you guys that are panic selling right now or thinking of panic selling, right? Not the way to do it. You want to buy low and sell high. All right, so besides that, what else? Texas, very pro crypto. They already have a law legislation that says, you know, Bitcoin miners are protected, right? Now they're going to take advantage with all the flaring from from the oil companies, right, to allow Bitcoin miners to capture that wasted energy basically for Bitcoin mining. That's pretty cool. Also, Texas is voting to add crypto to the state's Bill of Rights, granting individuals the right to use digital currencies like Bitcoin for trading. Interesting. So now the state wants to make it absolute legal within its state lines that all citizens are allowed to trade crypto and crypto is protected. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I hope other states follow this. And I hope everyone just like gangs up on Gary Gensler because he is still a major problem in the US that everyone is complaining about. No one is coming out. I don't see not one person come out and say, I think Gary Gensler is doing a great job in regards to crypto regulations. Not one person. He has no fans. And his tweets are, the responses to his tweets are absolutely brutal. Crypto VCs also made $2.6 billion worth of deals in the first quarter. Kind of shows you how these big guys are thinking, right? They're making deals. They're getting their hands dirty and feet wet, I guess, so to speak, while things are still kind of panicky and kind of low, right? Kind of iffy, fuddish. Because that's when you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to, again, buy low, sell high, right? So from a VC's perspective, you can get basically more equity, pay a little bit less, get more equity, and wait until these companies become the powerhouses of Web 3.0 and then make a whole bunch of profit, right? So it's kind of the same concept. So if you thought that, hey, somehow right now there's like no activity going on, no investing going on, think again. These guys are loading up. And same thing with Bitcoin. You see stories about BlackRock getting involved, right? And other asset managers and hedge funds all loading up at this point. So that's happening. And that also may be the reason why we have manipulation like this, because these big boys actually want to buy in. They want to buy more. They want to buy at low prices, not higher prices. So that's one of the reasons why I think we do have manipulation, because a lot of these big boys are like, these stupid retail investors, you know, we could make them panic sell their life savings to us. Yeah. That's happening. Do Kwon is set to be released on bail for his passport forgery. He's paying $435,000. After bail, he will be basically staying in his apartment and he can't leave. And that's the latest for Do Kwon. And then someone else is suing, not Do Kwon, but Jump Trading, accusing them of depegging the UST. Interesting. Everyone thought maybe it was FTX, and it could still be FTX or SBF, right? But now this throws another theory, I guess. That it wasn't FBF and FTX. It was actually this company called Jump Trading. And they benefited by $1.3 billion by depegging the UST and causing it to crash. We'll see. We'll see if this is true. All right, that's pretty much it. Kevin Durant lost, so that's good. I'm happy about that. Waiting for the Lakers to win. And then Bitcoin is still kind of a little iffy today, but we'll see if it can pick up. The U.S. market, let's see if it can hold the greens. Right now, everyone is still worried about the debt ceiling. All right, let's do some Q&A. All right, let me scroll down. Let's see if I missed anything. A lot of people say 25K is super bullish. Yeah, I mean, it's not too far off from where we are, okay? And if we have to hit 25K before breaking upwards, we'll take it. Digibong. Does rising AI bots, I think you mean to say, can it pose a risk to Bitcoin? Yeah, because the more bots there are, the more, algorithmic trading there is, and that can make it difficult for, let's say, Bitcoin to rise naturally, right? If there's a lot of bots that's always counter trading, I could see that. The Simpsons show prediction came true. Which one for 2023? There's been many in the past, but KD can't catch a break. He needs to be traded to the Lakers. He needs a man to trade to the Lakers next year. Then he will win another ring. Basically, he wants to prove that he's the man, and he just isn't. And he's getting old, too. He's not going to last as long as LeBron, so if he wants another ring, he better be traded to the Lakers or Denver or Milwaukee. Any new sneakers? No, I've not bought any. I have too much, so I gotta hold off a little bit. C6 or C7? C7 for sure. Why do you say we're all George? Because we are. I just copied that from The Walking Dead. And it made sense because people in crypto like to be part of a community, and the community of Georges is the best there is, and we stand together. That's all that means. Let's go Warriors. Jimmy, I'll give you a timeout for that. I'm just kidding. What is Pepe doing today? Pepe it's about the same as last night when I checked. About 500 million. Ladies dropped huge. So maybe they're not going to be the next Pepe. Did they form a bottom, though? It does seem like they formed a bottom. I don't know if that means they're going to come back up, but 50 million market cap. I mean, they peaked out 150 million. That was crazy. That's crazy. I don't know. I don't know if they had the same kind of momentum as Pepe. $911 GT or GT500. As much as I like Mustangs, if you could afford it, just go with a Porsche. How is it possible when BTC was 69K, we had less volume than now? I mean, Jack Daniels, I don't know if that's exactly 100% true, but volume does not mean it's just one way. It doesn't mean it's just buy volume. There could be a lot of sell volume, right? A lot of just, if you think about it, like the trading bots, the AI bots that are trading, they want like a scenario where Bitcoin's kind of stagnant and not moving up and down too much. Those volatilities can kill those algorithms or whatever they use to trade with. So a lot of volume doesn't necessarily mean that it's a good thing. It could be both sides. There could be a ton of sell volume too. A lot of those trading bots, all they do is just keep scalping up and down, scalping, scalping, scalping. So you see a ton more volume that way, but it's not true. It's not like new money coming in. E36M3, my best friend had one in college or after college. That's a nice BMW. BMW M3s have been getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. That's why they had to come out the M2, and even the M2 is big. So there's really no tiny little cars. The M3 was a beast though. The E36. I had an E46. OG. I like meme coin explosion, but would you think that the exchanges listing them can lead the SEC to do something against the crypto space? I don't know, maybe. Gemini, first U.S. exchange to list Pepe, I believe, right? They felt like Pepe's not a security. They had a fair sale. No one knows who the founders are, so even if you want to go after them, you can't. But maybe SEC goes after Gemini. I don't know. But sure, maybe it pisses off Gary, but he has enough on his plate already. So I don't know. Jimmy Fingers, thank you and welcome back. Brent says, I feel like BTC at around 26K is still a good buy. Anything less is a bonus. I would argue anything under 30K is absolutely a good buy. Of course, at 17 or 15 would be even a better buy. But right now, yeah, we're still so low. We're still so low compared to 70,000 and where Bitcoin will be in 2025. So we barely came off from bottom. So yes, I agree with you. Why are alts so crushed? Well, it's not altcoin season. Altcoin season doesn't come until, you know, probably the last few months of the cycle. So true altcoin season will probably come, you know, second half of 2025 or first half of 2025. But yeah, right now alts are much stronger than before. I think a lot of people got used to the notion that alts somehow can rally without Bitcoin rallying. That's just simply not true. The market is still dictated by Bitcoin. No matter how much people want to think that Ethereum decoupled from Bitcoin and everything else decoupled from Bitcoin, no, that's just not true. Bitcoin leads the way. So if there's weakness in Bitcoin, everything else will get weak. But however, with that said, alts are holding much, much stronger this cycle than previous cycles. Much, much stronger. It's not even close. RAV10, nothing wrong with it. I've never driven one, so I don't know, but nothing wrong with it. Looks good, sounds good. It's like a baby Lambo, basically. Would I put 100K into Pepe right now? No. No, I would not. Evil. If you don't make a George coin, make a strap-on coin. What would the logo look like? I was seriously considering it. Like, I should come out to George coin, but I don't know what to. I don't have any plans. Like, you know, if I just come out with one, I would just come out with one. But I don't have like a big plan with all these meme coins. You know, you gotta have like a marketing plan, a fancy web page, and a Telegram group, and all those and stuff. I wouldn't be doing any of that stuff. Yeah, I should make it look the logo will be the same as my strap-on NFT. So I guess that would make sense. Baseco, I will ape at George Coin. I'm seriously considering it, but I think there's some complications. Some complications. I think you could generate token very easily, but to get that smart contract going on Ethereum, and then you got to deploy it to your Uniswap. You know, I think it take. I think deploying Uniswap wouldn't be that hard, but I don't know about the contracts part, like how they actually create a contract with your token. I got to figure that part out. If I do launch, it's gonna be fair launch, right? Just like all the other meme coins, 95% will be locked into Uniswap. 5% I'll keep for marketing and promotional services, probably funding, um, future George cons, and it'll be a fair launch. Yeah, I should just ask. I should just add Chat GPT to write the smart contracts. I've seen some videos where people use the software and they could do it in like 10 minutes. But maybe ChatGPT could do it even faster. Tonight, Knicks or Heat? I don't know. I'm so neutral on the Knicks, so I can care less if they win or not. So I guess I'll go with Heat because I like Jimmy Butler. Lakers for sure. Lakers go close out unless AD does not play because of his concussion. If AD doesn't play, Warriors will probably win. And then they go to Game 7. But if AD's playing and he's at full health, Lakers are going to close it out. Filippo, stop trying to make stuff up. I didn't say I don't like Cardano. A lot of people try to use that reverse psychology on me by saying that, thinking that I'm going to say good things about it. No. Is he out for sure? Gustavo? If he's out, then that's going to be tough. I don't think Lakers could do it unless everyone else plays lights out. I hate Golden State. I can't stand Golden State. Especially Jordan Poole. Can't stand Jordan Poole. Can't stand Klay Thompson. I could stand Steph, but the whole team, all they do is just keep circling, passing around until they shoot a three-pointer. I mean, it's just all threes. I can't stand it. Yeah, even though today the U.S. market is in the green, really no movement. Coinbase, not moving. Let's see, Tesla. Tesla's up slightly. I don't think the market's really going to move for the next 2 weeks. Until this debt ceiling crisis is resolved, we're probably not going to see any movement. James Harden's like on and off. Like either he has like really good games or he just like disappears. I mean, he's just getting old. That's the thing. NBA players after like 32, 33, 34, they just start declining so fast. That's what's so amazing about LeBron. Even though he's not playing like he's 28, he's still like top 5, top 6 player in the league, which is kind of crazy if you think about it at his age. Lupus Warrior. Starve a whale today. Don't panic sell your crypto. That's a good message. That's a good message. Don't let the whales steal your life-changing wealth or your financial freedom away from you. They will manipulate. I mean, this is fact. They manipulate everything, not just Bitcoin, not just crypto. They manipulate stocks, manipulate gold. They manipulate everything. This is what they do. Do you think Adena will return to previous high this bull run? Yes. Yes, I do. Do I believe in aliens? Yes. Yes. There's no way that we are alone in this universe or galaxy. I mean, if you watch any of the space videos, you realize how insignificant we are, how insignificant Earth is when you take into account how massive galaxies are, first of all, and then you look at how many galaxies are in the universe. I mean, it's mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. I mean, you just look at, even if you look at like Star Trek, even if we go 1,000 years in the future, we have spaceships that can go warp speed or light speed, and multiple, and speeds that are multiple of light, right? I think Star Trek, I don't know the scaling, but like 9.99 is like 1,000,000 times faster than light, or whatever it is. Even if you move at that rate, it still take forever to get to another galaxy, to explore all these other stars. They are so far away. The universe is so massive. You can't think that we're the only like intelligent life out there. That's just not possible. Whether or not they ever visited Earth, that's a different story. I'm still not sold on that fact yet. Whether they crash landed in Area 51, I don't know about that. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But it's impossible to think that there's no other intelligent life out there. Why do you think Matic has been dipping? Probably because of strength of the other L2s. Probably like Arbitrum, mainly Arbitrum stealing a lot of Thunder away. I think that's the real reason, to be honest. There's nothing else I could find. Nothing negative about Polygon right now that would cause FUD. I think it's just because Arbitrum and other ZK Sync and Optimism, they've been stealing a lot of Thunder away from Polygon. I think that's really it. What do you think about the Turbo Toad coin? I went to their website, and I know it has something to do with ChatGPT, like created it or something. And I don't know if the guy's running it as an experiment just to see how well it would do. But I know Turbo was hot for a little bit. I don't know where it is now. Oh, wow. It's at 48 million. It's higher than even ladies. Wow, they shot up. But it's supposed to be some ChatGPT experiment, starting with just the budget of $69. I remember seeing some TikTok a while ago of this guy saying, "Yeah, I'm going to use ChatGPT to create a meme coin," and I didn't put two and two together until recently. I saw this, and I'm like, "Oh, wow, this is the one that he created." 1000%, you can't leave the dome. Get the flat Earth BS out of here, okay? We're not in no dome, okay? Let's get that out of here. When is the next Twitter Spaces? Twitter Spaces, the set schedule is 6:30 p.m. every Wednesday. Okay, sometimes I forget to mention my channel, but that's why you guys got to go follow my Twitter and participate. The views are, I'm getting like between 1,000 to 2,000 views, which obviously isn't the greatest, but it's a start. So, and the conversation's a little bit different. At least I'm speaking to people and getting their opinions, inviting guests also, rather than right now where I'm just speaking to a camera. So space is a little different vibe. Alan, appreciate it. Video is interesting. He actually had to use a bit more than $69. He paid for a code audit. That would be crazy. I mean, it'd be a good story. I mean, if it really blows up to $1 billion, that'd be a really good story someday. What do you think about Gala V2 upgrade? Good or bad? There's nothing good or bad about it. It just is. I want to DCA from Binance into Ledger, so it's safe, but the fees are so high, I would lose a lot. What do you recommend? There's nothing. You either do it or you don't. I mean, there's no other way around it. You could wait until nighttime when fees are a little bit lower, but they'll still be elevated at this point in time because of memes and how hot they are. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Trophy husbands of Wharton. You could do the same to YouTube and Zoom. Yes, but you don't have to worry about thumbnail. You don't have to worry about title. You don't have to worry about showing your face. You could just do it on your phone. It's very easy. And plus, it's a different audience. That's the annoying thing. It's good and it's bad. It's like a lot. I know most of you guys don't follow me on Twitter or spend any time on Twitter. And then people that follow me on Twitter don't spend any time on YouTube. But it's just like, it's so hard to get people to cross between platforms that it's annoying sometimes. And the same thing, people that watch me on TikTok do not ever watch my full videos and vice versa. You know, it's like, you know, that's why I figured out that you got to kind of build your audience for every platform, because people are just used to what they're used to, and getting them to learn something new is very difficult. You can just search it up. Twitter CryptosRus, you'll find it, or there's a link in the description. Everything is in the description of this video. All right, guys, I got to get going. Good chat, good Friday chat. Bottom line is this: a lot of fear about U.S. defaulting. Right, that narrative has not gone away. We still have to worry about that for a couple weeks. Liquidation's a little bit high. People are panicking. Maybe we fall to 25K. But if we do, just know that it's the whales trying to manipulate you out of your savings, out of your wealth, right? So don't fall for it. Realize that this is still the pattern and nothing has changed. So continue to hold on, stay strong, and DCA. All right, tonight, another great video from Aaron. DeFi Friday, tonight's video, I think you guys will really enjoy. I did watch it. It's really good. Coming out tonight, and tomorrow I'll see you guys at 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right? Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.